Hey guys, D1 here at Battle of the Five Gods, live from South by Southwest with 5 special guests. Armada from Alliance, Mew2King from Cognitive Gaming and MVG League, PPMD from EG, Evil Geniuses, and last but not least, Cloud9's own Mango. Wait a second, I forgot somebody. Liquid Hungrybox, who couldn't make it, but we do have the cardboard cutout right there, just in case you missed it. You guys?
I'm over.
All right, so here's a question I have for you guys, right? Let's talk about our man Hungrybox since he's not here. What do you guys think is unique about Hungrybox's playstyle?
I would say Hungrybox have very, very good patience. He has a game style, and he's never forfeiting that game style at any cost, pretty much. He's not going for like risky stuff. He's going for whatever he thinks is the most practical option a lot of times.
So he's the only Puff, so since everybody else that was like Mango quit Puff a long time ago, so like his style was like unique. Like he would go for like the hard reads, and Hungrybox usually tries to play it safe.
Like I say, this is a lot more civil than how we were just talking. But anyway, Hungrybox, I think he's a guy that likes to be comfortable. I think he's a guy that likes being in his own space, like playing his own game, take his time. Then finally, when he starts feeling more comfortable with how things are going with the flow of the match, and he slowed the other person down, he likes to go in. And if you start disturbing that pace, I think he can get kind of flustered. If you can threaten him in a lot of different ways, it's tough because his defense is really good. It's what he practices a lot. But as a person and player, that tends to be like kind of Armada said, the strength and weakness of him.
I think pretty much what Adam said nailed it pretty well. He's always you kind of know what he's gonna do, but what he's doing is very safe. So it's like you see it coming, but it's like I can't really do much about it right now. So it's all about picking your spots with him. And he's kind of probably more of an annoying player, just the way he plays. And if you start getting annoyed by it, that's when he starts shining. That's like when he gets in your head.
So then, you guys could all chime in on this, by the way. You don't have to like all go around in a circle. I was gonna ask you, do you feel that Hungrybox deserves to be at this table with us?
Yeah, of course. His results over the past like 6-7 years have been fantastic.
I do not think Hungrybox should be here, and that is because it is too early in the week. He's got things to do, and we're putting everything into Smash, so we gotta be here. Hungrybox, sorry, not sorry, man. What's good? All right, go ahead, Megan.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
He's talking to Hungrybox.
You're the last person who should say that.
You're right. I'm saying it anyway.
That's
I
why it's
made
more
it to
funny.
the, I made it to the couch. That's why I get to say
You're
it.
getting called out by Kevin Nanny, HBox, about not being here. So just think about that for a second.
At what point do you feel that Hungrybox actually became a legitimate contender in the Smash Brothers community?
He won DreamHack, and that was like the first big tournament I think he won since like Apex 2010 or something.
Dude,
Yeah.
How did you feel knowing that you were in Europe, right? That's your country. That's your continent, actually. And, he comes through, gets first, with jigs to a character that I think you don't like that much, from a lot of videos I've saw all over the internet. How did you feel about that,
No, okay, I really don't like Puff as a character. I don't really have fun playing against her, but of course, I gotta respect the skill Hungrybox have with the character.
I was gonna say, it was such a weird spot when you were playing HBox. I didn't know who to root for. I was like, because you needed to lose. You were winning too many things. You need to lose sometimes, dude, just for the sake of everything. And then HBox, I didn't want to see HBox win, but I was like America, but I'm like, when HBox won, America didn't win. It was just HBox. Florida won. We didn't claim his victory in America.
Here's the last question about Hungrybox, though. How do you feel about Hungrybox outside of the game as a person, and how do you feel that relates to him in the game?
I actually haven't been hanging out with Hungrybox much outside of the game, so I'm not really sure what to tell. Because I feel like with the Smashers I do know, them at tournaments and them outside of tournaments can be drastically different.
Yeah.
So I'm actually not entirely sure what to say because I feel like I know Hungrybox more than I know Juan.
Juan.
Yeah.
It looks like you might know something about.
I know nothing.
You have no. Wait,
I know nothing.
Any of you guys have any experience hanging out with him?
I've talked to him about some personal stuff a couple times.
Okay.
He's got there are reasons why he acts like he acts, and there are people that say he holds certain things back, or like I talked about before, how he plays really safe and things like that. Wants to be inside his comfort zone, and there are reasons for that. There are things that have happened to him, And that's kind of an important thing to remember about a lot of people. And do things you don't like. You usually have to just remember that they've grown up and they have a reason for it. They're not like an all bad person. Like it's easy to kind of get lost up in that. But when you really get to know someone, even if it is hard, you can usually find a lot of humanity there. It's a lot easier to connect with them. And so that's I can't say I've spent years with him or anything, but I've talked to him pretty well a couple times. So
The general concepts you said, I felt like apply to me too.
yes, they do for sure.